Hello, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to Playing with Time Frames on Charts. This is the only name that I can really think right now for this particular video, and we are going to mess around with some different time frames on some charts and take a look at some interesting things that I thought that I would bring to your attention, and if you haven't noticed it already. But I did get an email from a viewer, a regular viewer, and he was asking some questions about different time frames, and that he was having more success with like 2 to 3 weeks to expiration rather than the following Friday. And I say, great, I love it. I'd like to hear from people. But it got me to thinking about longer term trades and how we could use the charts to illustrate how you could do longer term trades using the same 1 to 5 stochastics and MACD and the same moving averages, the 20 EMA and the 50 SMA. Specifically, it would be, we're only going to look at the cash indexes because those are the ones that I personally would be most interested in longer term trades. And we're going to show you how you could put on, say, like a vertical or a credit spread every week, as long as you're moving in this direction. Just go ahead and do it every week. This is the daily chart, but I'll show you how I'm going to set this up. And just keep piling on, just keep making money, whether it's going up or going down or even going sideways. So without much further ado, now normally I make my videos in the morning and I have a cup of coffee sitting next to me, but I will admit that it's Sunday afternoon and it's summer and I have a nice frosty beer sitting next to me. I'm not going to tell anybody what brand it is or anything like that. Suffice to say, it's local, it's U.S. beer, it's mass produced, and it just tastes really good on a hot Sunday afternoon in the summer. So hopefully by the time the video is over, I won't be slurring my words too much, or I could say more than normal. All right, let's get down to it. First thing I want to do is we're gonna set up a chart here. We're going to set up 3 charts. We're going to look at 3 different time frames all at the same time. So we come up here to this little drop down and we say, all right, we want 3 charts in a row horizontally. So, okay, now we got that. Now the next thing that we're going to want to do, we want to break this away so that we can expand this across the screen as much as we can. So we'll make it a separate window and we will detach this from the layout. And now we have a separate window, and let me just spread that out across here because we're going to need as much real estate as we possibly can get. Okay, so the stochastics and the MACD are set up so that, and the reason why it's called 1 to 5 is that if this is 1 day, this is 5 days, this is 25 days. Okay, so if we break our day down and go intraday and we want 5 candles, then we have to go to a 78-minute chart because there are, what's it, like 6.5 hours in a trading day. So if you break that down into minutes and you want 5 candles for a day, it comes out to 78 minutes. So that'll be our first chart that we set up. So we would go here to chart style and let's go to settings. So the first thing that we want to do is, do we want to do anything here in this particular one? No, we want to go to the time axis and we want to go to here, just go over there and then hit the backspace and then say 78. And then you can tab out of there and this little marker moves up here to roughly pretty close to 1.5 hours. Alright, and expansion to the right, we could go 10. Let's go 10. All right, so over on equities, then we want to make sure that we shut off the extended session, because what happens if you have an extended session, you end up with 6 bars for the day. And for the purposes of this chart setup, since we're doing longer term, we don't really care that much about after hours trading. So we'll just go ahead and shut that off. And then we can just hit apply and say OK. All right, now let's link this. We're red over here, so we want to make this red here. So that's the first thing that we'll do. Okay, now we have, well, actually I did that backwards. I should have gone here and grabbed the Option Guru Daily version 2 here. All right, so now we can go to the chart setup. Sorry about that. And go here and go to our we're gonna go here, time, well, 5 days, and we're gonna go just zero out all those and go 78. Sorry, I messed that up. Forgot all about that. And then we'll go over here to equities and we'll shut off the extended session. Hit apply and say OK, and auto scale for sure. Why are we getting so much expansion here? I know, wait, we didn't change that, did we? Let's go back here to settings and time, and we want to let's just go 5. That's good. Just so we have a little bit of space here to project things out. Now you can see we ended up with 5 bars here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 bars represent the day. Over here we are just going to go with our regular daily chart. So we go with that one, and we want to attach it. So let's zoom out a little bit here. And there we go. I don't really want that much cushion in here, but we're going to be going into the past anyway. And on this one we are a daily, so we're going to go here and say, what do we want to do? Let's go to let's just go to settings here. And for our time axis, I want to go to like 5 years. 5 years sound good? And this will be week. Okay, and then equities, we'll just shut that off. It won't show up anyway, but we'll shut it off here. Now we have, and we want to change this one over here to 5 years as well. I think it's only like a year now. So let's go over here and change this to 5 years. Now we're not gonna see anything over here, but we're not really that much interested in the intraday at this time. You might want to take a look at it for when you might want to enter in a particular direction. You could do that, but typically I don't. It's either at 10 o'clock in the morning or 3:30 in the afternoon. I just don't want to split hairs from that perspective. All right, so now that we have our charts set up, let's see here. We will want, I need a sidebar here because we're going to bring up a news thing here on the weekly. So let's drag this over. We want live news. We'll bring that down about as far as we can here. It stops us when we try to drag it down a little bit further. Let's shut all the sidebars off so we can maximize our real estate. And a chart that we're not going to be so much interested in the intraday at this time, so we'll just kind of drag this one over. And we want to focus on the weekly and the daily. Alright, do we have everything here? It looks like we have everything. And we shut off our wrench here, and then the last thing we want to do is we like this layout a lot. So we're going to say save the grid as and name it. So I named my grid I named my grid. Hello. I named my grid. There we go. It's down here. Where'd it go? I named it Option Guru Weekday 78 Minute. So that's what I named it. So I don't have to save it right now. I already have it saved. But you will want to save it if you like this. Okay, so now let's take a look at some interesting. You look at the daily and you get kind of some noise in here. You don't really know what to do. Like a lot of times, I myself, when I'm trading the cash indexes with my 20 deltas, I like, oh man, look, we have an exit signal here. But mine are like 30 to 45 days out usually. So if I'm looking here, okay, let's just bring this up here. Focus this in a little bit closer. So we're here. I have a 20 delta trade that, let's say I entered back here. I have a 20 delta trade and I'm coming up here and we have a down day right here. This is a down day, first red candle. And we're looking at the stochastic and the MACD. Well, the stochastic and the MACD are both giving us a red. Oh, I should exit. Oh, yeah. But look what's happening over on the weekly. See where the crosshair is on the weekly? It's right here. Right here. And what's it telling us on the weekly? Man, we just got started. That's what it's saying on the weekly. We just got started. So if you're trading, like the weeklies with the 50 deltas, I'm trading maybe 5 days max, 5 candles here. Well, look at what 5 candles gives you here. If you jump in here, we have an uptrend, right? And everything's green, and we got an uptrend, we got a signal to get in, even if we wait another week. Hopefully we don't get in. Well, we could get in the early part of this week. Let's go see what it looks like actually back here. Where is it? Further back? Oh, yeah. Okay. So if you were watching it over here on the weekly, we're in an uptrend, we're coming down, we have a setup, very nice setup, and this week comes along. This is the week right here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's this candle. This candle right here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you're in a setup here. And then you come over to this one. I don't know when during the week this turns green. It may not be till Thursday or Friday. But it does turn green, and you're over here watching it on a daily. And you're seeing a setup over here on the daily. So it's like a double setup, and it's picture perfect basically, and it's back to the original way that I had originally crafted this particular trading method using these indicators, was on these different time frames. So this is double assurance. You're getting confirmation all over the place. Yeah, your moving averages are kind of goofy here. But when you're looking over here long term, and it's just pushing up, and you're not realizing it when you're looking here, oh, we're in a pullback. Oh my God. It's just telling you over here, don't panic. Everything is going to be all right. I feel like I'm in Jamaica. You see what I'm saying? Okay, now you're in this trade, and then the next week you pull another one because you're still heading up. And the next week you pull another one, and you're looking over here, and it's looking kind of shaky, like maybe it ran out of gas or something. That's what this week looks like right here, sort of like a doji. Started out the week here, went down, went back up, and then came down, pretty much closed the week out almost exactly where it started. That's this candle over here. So now you're saying, well, we're still, the stochastic's still above 80. The MACD is pushing above the zero line. Why not? You know, why not? Where is a good entry on this week? Maybe when you see this particular candle and you see the move up here, you jump in on Friday and you do something 30 to 45 days out, and you just keep piling it on. Not a good idea to pile anything on right here. And where are we over here? We are, looks like we're kind of running out of gas, so maybe you might want to take a buy this week. Or maybe you might want to do a bear call. I don't know where a 20 delta would put you up here. Probably somewhere up here, and it would probably be safe for a while. You're only looking, you know, you got a 30 to 45 days to expiration. You're only looking to stay in 15, 20 days max. It's only 4 of these candles, right? Or max 5 candles. So that's all. So you would be just fine here with a trade like that. Let's take a look at what's happening currently. Okay, so here's last week. Last week, not a very good week. Still low. Stochastic at 80 and MACD climbing well above 0. What do you do here? Well, you take a look at the daily and you see it coming down, and then you can jump in here with a lot of confidence, and even more confidence on Monday. Now, I didn't have that confidence on my trades this week, but if I was looking at it this way, I would have the confidence. So you look to see what you want to do here, and then you wait for your entry over here, and you just jump on it. So let's go back into the past here and look at this. Every week you could pile on. Just keep piling on, because you're above 80, you're staying above 80, or you dip a little bit, maybe down just a hair below 70, but you're still up here, and you're over here. Where are we here? This is the beginning of 2012. All right, so let's go back here. 2013, beginning of 12. Let's see, 5, 3, 1. Here we go. No, that's 2000. I think we're up here. There we go. 2012. We're right here. So here we go. We're starting out the new year. So here we start out the new year. That's this week here. No problem. Probably wouldn't get very good strikes this particular week, but you know, if you're doing something 20 delta, you're probably down here about 14.55. Prices at 14.72, so you're probably around 14.55 or so. You can enter with confidence, because look at what's happening over here. Everything is just so pumped up. It's unbelievable. Just keep piling it on, especially if you're above 50, which you could add a line here for 50. So if we were to just, let's say, we could do 50. Midline 1, midline 2, full overbought, oversold. I guess I can't add another 50 here. I might be able to add I thought maybe I could add one at 50. Show plot. Plots colors. Dynamically set. Overbought. Excuse me. Sorry about that. We would have to change one of these to 50, and I'm not going to do that. We just kind of eyeball it for right now. So let's cancel out of there. So we're saying that, well, here's 50. 50 gives you a dotted line right here. So as long as you're above 50, just keep going in with the bullish trades, and when you drop below 50, look at doing bearish trades. I mean, it can be as simple as that. I mean, take a look at it, you guys. Take a look at it and see what it can do for you. It's looking at different time frames is incredibly valuable. So let's take a current view. Here, let me squeeze this over here. Current view. Now let's take a look at RUT and how we should be about RUT. RUT may be a little bit more confusing. Alright, we were up here with a bear call, which was the wrong thing to do looking at a weekly chart. So there's the value of looking at it that way. And we did the same thing here. Wrong thing to do. When we look at the weekly, we can see where we made, at least the guru made some pretty dorky moves. Let's take a look at NDX. Same thing. Could have traded with confidence here. I bailed early on this. But there's nothing here that's indicating that there's any reason to, well, any reason to get out of this trade based on the weekly chart. So you can see where a 20 delta got us here when we entered on this particular day. We were 17.20 and the price was 38, so we were about 60 points off, roughly, maybe 50 when we did it back here. 72 to 20, yeah, so about 50. So any one of these here, you pick 50 below and you're going to be just fine. And these were really, based on looking at this from a weekly chart perspective, I don't know why I didn't do this before on these. So I am going to be doing it now. It'll be part of my daily scan when I look at the NDX, SPX, and RUT. I will be looking at it with this chart configuration from now on. Alright, I didn't quite get to finish my beer yet, but it's still pretty cold. Alright, so that's it for this Sunday afternoon special edition. As always, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.